would a 10-year-old choose to carry a baby?
In the Ohio case, the Ohio Attorney General said that abortion would have been justified.
Focus on the question, please. Would a 10-year-old choose to carry a baby?
I cannot.
Do you think a 10-year-old should choose to carry a baby?
I believe it would probably impact her life, and so therefore it would fall under any exception and would not be an abortion.
Wait, it would not be an abortion if a 10-year-old with her parents made the decision not to have a baby that was the result of a rape?
If a 10-year-old became pregnant as a result of rape and it was threatening her life, then that's not an abortion. So it would not fall under any abortion restriction in our nation.
Ms. Warbelow, are you familiar with disinformation?
Yes, I am.
Did you just hear some disinformation?
Yes, I heard some very significant disinformation.
Why don't you tell me about that?
Yes, an abortion is a procedure. It's a medical procedure that individuals undergo for a wide range of circumstances, including because they have been sexually assaulted, raped in the case of the 10-year-old. It doesn't matter whether or not there is a statutory exemption. It is still a medical procedure that is understood to be an abortion. Beyond that, I think it's also important to note that there is no exception for the life or the health of the mother in the Ohio law. That's why that 10-year-old had to cross state lines in order to receive an abortion.
Mr. Chairman, and thank you, Mr. Warbelow, Ms. Warbelow. Mr. Chairman, yesterday, Jim Jordan sent out a tweet that I'd like to put into the record with unanimous consent, and I'll read it in a moment.
You read it, and then I'll give you that.
It's a Washington Examiner posting that Ohio AG Dave Yost said his office has not found any evidence of a 10-year-old rape victim in the state who, according to a report cited by President Joe Biden, was 6 weeks pregnant and traveled to Indiana to receive an abortion. Mr. Jordan's statement was, another lie, anyone surprised?
Without objection.
I'd also like to put into the record from today's Wall Street Journal, from the editorial board, correcting the record on a rape case, and it's the Journal correcting its own misstatement the day before.
Without objection.
So yesterday, Ms. Warbelow, speaking of disinformation, Jim Jordan called a 10-year-old rape victim a liar. A 10-year-old rape victim was called a liar by the ranking member of this committee. And I know that he did that because he hates the president. It's clear every day from his statements and the statements from MAGA Republicans that they don't like Joe Biden, so they're going to call him a liar. That's fine. But what is worse is the reason that he did it is because he doesn't like what that rape victim represents, which is that this law from the Supreme Court, Dobbs, and the laws that will follow in states like Ohio and Texas and Georgia and other states will bring us government-mandated pregnancies for 10-year-olds, fourth graders, little girls. And to deflect from that, they choose to bully and beat up transgender individuals who represent fewer than 1% of Americans. And they try and deflect that because they don't want anyone in America to realize that they don't just want to wage a war on women, they're now expanding it to a war on little girls. So, Ms. Warbelow, let's go back to where we started here. Can a little girl, should a little girl make the decision to have a forced government pregnancy? Should she ever be put in that position?
She should have the opportunity, in consultation with her parents and her medical providers, to make the decision that is in her best interest.
And under this current law, does she have the opportunity to make that decision?
She does not under Ohio law.
Mr. Chairman, again, this is not about someone's ability to make a kitchen table decision with their family. It's about MAGA Republicans who want to control not just women, but little girls, and to put us into an era of government-mandated pregnancies without the opportunity to make that important kitchen table decision that will affect them for the rest of their life. And I yield back.